Hello, 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 everyone. It's me, Miss A-N-N-I-E. Yes, it's me, child, it's me, Miss Annie. And not so Annie the clown today, but at any rate, it's almost my 65th birthday, and this is the only assignment that I was given by my daughter. She and my son both work together as a team, and they have made wonderful provisions for me to have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. So I'm going to give a hand to them. No, the face is not beat or anything like that. But anyway, we're going to enhance this centerpiece that you see before you right here. And the colors that we have are as you see it in my color scheme. So I want to explore doing a little something, merging the 6 and the 5 together. So I've got 260 gold, 260 in fuchsia, and 260 in white. And if you notice on the end, there's a lot of air. So I won't do a whole lot of editorials or anything like that, but just to let you know, I did use my hand air inflator to execute inflating these beautiful balloons. So in this number 6, I am going to start there. And one thing you gotta have, guys, when you're working with balloons is you have to have creativity, and you most assuredly have to have imagination. So you don't want to bring them too tightly together. You want it to be a little snug, but not too snug. I hope you can see it. And please pardon my back. So I'm just going to tie a loop around the number 6. I'm going to tie it twice. And there you have it. Because I did not want to merge them together by just pulling it with one, I decided to use 2 of them. So I'm going to repeat the same step on this number 5, because I want them to be joined together nicely, as you will see. And I've seen people do this, but I haven't seen the tutorial on it. I just kind of figured it out on my own and said, well, hey, my centerpiece needs a little more tender care. And that's how we're going to get it done, guys. As you can see, it's coming together very nicely. Very nicely. Okay, now it's married together beautifully. Now, I want to have the pink on the top. And so, or on the bottom. Let's do the pink. Let's do the pink in the middle. Then I'll tell you what else we're going to do. I'm going to tie it together. We want everything to be symmetrical. You don't want to tie it too tight, because you still want to leave air for your balloon to expand, because I've got the air on. I'm going to tie it twice, and I do the same with my customers whenever I do an installation, because you don't want your customers to have issues. Excuse me, 1 second. I seem to have lost my balloon. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And keep the balloon from being too snug. Going to tie off after I've popped it. And I'm going to take the tail end and marry the two ends together by tying it. Now, because June is my birth month and also the birth month of the beginning of the summer, what I want to do, guys, let's see, what I would like to do, friends, is to probably put roses in the center. But the first thing I want to do, let me see. Yeah, let's put a rose right here in the center. I don't want to fool around with it too much. I started to put a few pearls in the middle here. But I don't know that I want to do that. I think what I'm going to do is just marry them together. The gold and the pink, and tie them like that. I have balloon glue to make it a little more neat, and we'll address that shortly. But for right now, I don't think I'm going to put the pearls on there because I don't want to do too much to it. I like it just as it is. You don't have to follow the patterns of what's trending, what's popular, and that kind of thing. Follow your heart whenever you are doing things. So let's make a rose. Let's make a rose. First thing you want to do is make 3 bubbles, guys. 3 ear twist bubbles. That's 2, and here comes 3. I'm going to hide and tuck that away. I would prefer to have used the pink, but we're going to use this white rose. We're going to make a bubble in the center. We're going to make what's called a parrot kind of bubble. 4 patterns of this. This is what resembles in the balloon world the parrot. And you're just making a chain of balloons. You want them to be as symmetrical as you can possibly get them. Because the more things look uniform, the better they are. Now I'm going to save this little piece that's on the end, and I'll get rid of it in a little while. Not right now, though. Take this piece and just wrap it around this particular bubble and start all over making that final bird shaped balloon. Hold on, it's not symmetrically the same size. So I'm going to make a series of roses when I get off air, and I will post it design as a short, okay? So you're gonna look out for that. We're gonna lift and twist. I'm going to tuck it under because that one felt a little loose, like it was gonna get away from me. Do the same lift with an ear twist. All four. In the center, you should have this. Now, okay, we're going to take the longer portion, and it's got a long tail on it, and we're going to push the air upward and stress it a little, threading this through. This is where we start. Going around the body of this rose, you're going to do a 1/2 inch, a 1 or a 1/2 inch bubble, connecting them. Connect them with each of the bubbles that you see here. We're going to connect them. Make your bubble. Make your bubble. Take this bubble. Connect. Just wrap it around. Do the same on your last bubble. This bubble connected. Now you want to adjust your rose petals to your liking. Pull up that piece that's in the center, right there, and go around one more time. All you're doing is lifting this, sliding this under. To make your rose look very nice and fashionable. This is the last one. And we're going to let the air out so that we don't lose the bubble. And you don't necessarily have to tie it if you are skilled enough to do what I just did, and I don't encourage that. And there is your rose. On the very end of this, we're going to pop it and let the air out. But you're still holding on to that piece that you let the air out on. This is going to begin your design for your roses, and something as sweet and elegant as that is all you need. Now I am going to use this rose-colored gold. This is a rose-colored gold for the stems. Tying a knot. And we are going to attach this together. Tie it twice so that it's nice. And there you have it. We're going to make 3 sets of these loops. There's 1, closing your eye and your hand up, and it pops. That's all right. Because guess what? We're not going to do. We're not going to panic. We are going to be creative. It won't be rose gold, but guess what? You saw how pretty that was. We're going to use this fuchsia. Okay? Let me make my loops first. We need 3 of these. That's 1. Measure them side by side. That's 2. Here comes 3. And what we're going to do is tie that off. Tie the 2 ends together. Now, I still like my rose gold, so I'm going to keep that on there. You can do anything you want when it's your birthday. Yes, honey. And so I have a little more leaves than I need. So I guess I'm going to have to lose the rose gold, guys. And just get rid of that. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah. Idea is to have it to fit flat up against this design. You may have to make adjustments on your rose. So I'm going to take a piece of the scrap and make one part of the scrap longer than the other to have a little tail on it, and I'm going to wrap it around like that. You don't want to fool around with it too much. And there you have it. You can get as detailed oriented as you would like with your design. But guys, this is what is working for me. Miss A-N-N-I-E. And so I'm going to put more roses on here in a little while. But the idea was to marry the 6 and the 5. And like I said, I don't want to mess around with it too much. Okay? But that's how it's looking. So I am going to take my glue dots. They have little dots on it. And just apply it on the bottom layer of this gold so that the pink can stay in place, and it looks so much better when it's cohesive and it comes together. So on this side I'm going to do the same. I'm going to get that glue dot, those glue dots, so that it is touching the pink. Ta-da! And there you have 60 fine, honey. Once I have my makeup on and everything, I'm going to be matching and looking fabulous. So that's one of the centerpieces that I have. I'm going to show you my next one.